Here's Kobe. Poked loose. New York moving the ball around. Johnson, the pass to Yao. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet. Yao's got 20.
And when he's on, few can slow the roll of Yao Ming. Great potential to do this night.
And Odom's got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Here he goes.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Knicks.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
They've been the disruptors defensively, coming up with a lot of steals that have had an impact on the flow of the game.
And that one falls for Odom.
You know, the versatility Odom offers is really hard to match up with. He's a fantastic ball handler and passer, and for a big man, that separates his game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Sabonis, he's checked in for Yao. Pippen comes in for Andre Karolinko. And it's Williams in for Joe Johnson. So he gets them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
The Knicks leading by 5. Outside Williams. The kick out to Bryant. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Bulls trail by 5. Now Hill to the middle. Deflects the pass.
Wow, making sure of that.
For New York, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's Bryant. Oh, the agility and finish of Kobe Bryant.
When you talk about pure scores, Kobe is near the top of that list. This guy makes it look easy with all that talent.
And it's Hill penetrating. And Hill throws it down.
Fierce drive and then finished with some flair to boot.
New York leading by 3. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Bryant sets the screen for Pippen. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Three-point shooting, one of the strengths of Scottie Pippen's game.
For Chicago, they've gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Pass to Odom. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 7th assist in the game.
Oh, just going off. Odom ignores the stakes and concentrates on just getting a bucket.
Outside Williams. Outside Kobe. Pocket 4. A fadeaway. And the shot falls short this time.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Marbury passes to Hill. Down low. Here's Kobe. Outside Williams. Just 5 on the clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Nice job by Jason Williams going right into the defense and drawing the foul.
At the line, 2 shots. Jason Williams.
And that one falls for Williams.
Hey, Jason Williams is known for being a flashy player, but he also has some substance to that style. He blends the two nicely. A terrific ball handler and one of the most creative passers out there.
And Williams drops them both. Here's Odom. Shoots from the baseline. Misses off the left iron. And it's Williams with the ball for the Knicks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here's Marber. Pass to Odom. Shoots over Pippen. And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Williams gets to Pippen. Martin against Wallace. Bryant outside. And it's blocked.
And that's the big reason why Mirson's out there, to change as many shots as he can. And with that frame and those long arms, he's not an easy man to contend with.
Wallace down low, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 10-point Knicks lead.
And entering the final countdown, game 4 effectively decided here, guys. This is just a tremendous accomplishment for the Knicks.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Young.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Here's Hill. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
Grant Hill showing you he can get physical when he has to, absorbing that contact, actually seeking it out to draw the foul.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within single digits. Both free throws good from Hill. Now here's Williams. Kobe, the pass to Pippen. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Wallace, clearly a great shot blocker. Add another one to his talent.
Back to Bryant. Over Hill. Kobe, no good. It's Martin on the wing. So it's New York picking up the win. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You can see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag this series out. They want to get this thing over with.
It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K. And here are the Clippers now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Now James. Nash outside. LeBron is screen on Peyton. No good on the three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Ginobili outside. And a miss there on the triple. Los Angeles leading by 5. Stojakovic the pass to James. Camby sets the screen for LeBron. James absorbing hits on the drive.
James using that pick and roll like a savvy veteran. This guy sees and feels the game like somebody who's been around for 10 years.
Stojakovic against Ginobili. Kemp screen on Stojakovic. Ginobili the pass to Kemp. And here is Ginobili. 6 to shoot. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession for the Clippers. Pierce comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And Hamilton subbed in for Stojakovic. And then for Seattle, O'Neal's checked in for Kemp. Van Horn comes in for Ginobili. And Jefferson subbed in for Gary Payton. Next trail by 7.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
A nice shot by Van Horn.
Making it rain a little from outside.
And Los Angeles calling timeout.
Please welcome to the floor, your Clippers.
T-Box is checked in for Los Angeles. Stojakovic comes in for Richard Hamilton. Then for the Supersonics, Ginobili comes in for Van Horn. And it's Peyton in for Richard Jefferson. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The head coach of the Clippers had some harsh words for his team during the break. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When the three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's LeBron. Nash outside. Over Peyton. Nash can't get it to go.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with Ripper.
Here's Miller. Pass basket, good. Miller's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Boy, these guys are cooking, and we're seeing it right now on a hot streak.
The Clippers in the lead. Here's Nash. LeBron outside. Pass to Canby. And here's Nash. Canby sets the screen for Nash. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Clippers lead by 5.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Fifth personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And it's Seattle with the ball. Duncan with the screen for Payton. Out to Miller. A 3-ball. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Duncan's got 3 assists in the game.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Pass to Stojakovic. Can be a screen on Ginobili. Nash outside. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Duncan's got 7 rebounds in the game. Miller finds Ginobili. To take the lead. Here's Duncan. Pass to Payton. .158 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. It's Ginobili outside. Here's Duncan. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Vlade Divac.
Tim Duncan, just an absolute beast at the 4. He lets his play do all of his talking.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Boy, they showed no hesitation on the mid-range game as well. I thought that was really a big key for them.
It's the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. Tied up with that one.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Now here's LeBron. Pass to Nash. Fires from deep. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Nash has got 6 points in the quarter.
Hey, we all know Nash can pass, but he can score the ball too, folks. Reminding us all of that now.
1:36 left to play here in the fourth. Three-pointer, Payton. It's hauled in by Stojakovic. Stojakovic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. LeBron with it. Pass to Campbell. 4 on the shot clock. Stojakovic against O'Neal. Shots good by Stojakovic.
It's not complicated or tricky. Stojakovic can shoot the ball, and that's why you trust him to knock it down late.
Now Ginobili. Now O'Neal. To Ginobili. For 3. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Ginobili is out for bucket. You can see it in his eye.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions. Already leaning on the rookie, James, in big moments, and he looks to be built for it.
At the line for 2, LeBron James.
Shooting two.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
So much hype has followed and surrounded LeBron all alone at the stripe. That's when the pressure might affect a player as young as him.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
That's the way to go.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Duncan with the screen on LeBron. Inside. Yes!
When Duncan is on like he is now, there's really not much you can do about it.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting two.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line. It's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a 3-point attack.
Timeout Sonics. And what's their best move at this point?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Ginobili against Stojakovic. Payton outside. Takes a 3. Buries the triple. And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer. The Clippers call time. James looking it over. Over Miller. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Now Payton. Pass to Ginobili. To take the lead. Divac with the block.
Excellent block from Divac that time. Good timing and anticipation.
Here's Stojakovic. 3-pointer. Duncan grabs the rebound. And here is Payton. Miller outside. Pass to O'Neal. Over Stojakovic. And O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got the first points here in the overtime period for the Sonics. Nash outside. Now LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wow, the athleticism of LeBron James.
And, you know, that kind of defensive effort not going to faze LeBron at all because he's resilient.
Here's Peyton. But 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period. Ginobili outside. There's the triple. They get it again. O'Neal. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Clippers shooting for the game at 42%. And finished off by LeBron.
And strong finish by LeBron. Listen, this guy is not intimidated by the level of play in the NBA. That's rare for a rookie.
And so Peyton will bring it up for the Seattle Supersonics. Overtime in full swing here at 2 minutes off the clock. O'Neal gets to Miller. There's the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron left side. Divac, the pass to James. Peyton against Nash. 6 on the shot clock. There's the drive. Yep, that one goes in there. And it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
And you got to like how creative Nash is driving inside. A quick-footed guard who just kind of slices through the D and picks his spots.
Seattle has got neither of their first 2 3-point attempts to fall in overtime. Pass to Ginobili beyond the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. Camby's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And they double up James. And here's Nash outside. Camby dishes to Divac. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Sonics trail by 4. Peyton outside. Duncan with the screen for Peyton. Pass to Ginobili. Looking to get back on track here. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Stojakovic. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Richard Hamilton's checked in for Peja Stojakovic. Drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Both free throws good from Ginobili.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game.
Pass to James. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Even as a rookie, LeBron James has better court vision than most players in the league. He's a point guard in a power forward's body.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Timeout, Sonics. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
Ginobili outside. Money!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Hamilton. Pass to James. LeBron is doubled. Here's D-Bots. Los Angeles with another miss. Timeout Sonics. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
Now, here's Peyton. For the win. Oh, he gets it to go. Wow.
It counts. Wow. That's an ending that we'll be talking about not just for weeks, but for years.
So it's a narrow victory for the Sonics, pulling out the W. This was a crucial game for him, tying up the series at 2 apiece, Greg. A huge accomplishment.
And this series, I think, hinged on who picked up Game 4, Kevin. I mean, now it's a 3-game series, and anything can happen.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later. Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals set to go. Welcome fans to the postseason of the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Boston Celtics. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Jackson looking it over. Pass to Marion. Allen against Jackson. Outside Kidd. Just 5 to shoot. Sweet move. Here's Weber. Got a hand on it.
Boy, the size of Smith so intimidating. He uses those big hands to turn away shots.
Abdul-Rauf against Kidd. Allen outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Allen's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Pistons. Now Kidd. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Jackson. 5 on the clock. Here's Weber. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
The mix of size and athleticism that Chris Weber has allows him to beat the defense right there.
Here's Abdul-Rauf. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Weber dishes the Kidd, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And a pretty crafty move there from Jason Kidd, doing what he can to draw the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls.
Kidd, such a great two-way threat who makes everybody around him better. What a player.
Both free throws good from Kidd.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
There's the screen, and they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Kidd. And they double up Kidd. It's picked off. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Lewis. And it's blocked.
Great defensive play. Marion is one of those guys you never want guarded.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. Detroit making a switch. Robinson's checked in. A free throw drops for Kidd. And here is Allen. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Celtics have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside Kidd. Pass to Jackson. Weber outside. 5 to shoot. Fader on the way. And the rebound goes to the Pistons.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Robinson passes to Smits. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. McKee's checked in for Baker. And a change for the Celtics. Bibby checked in for Sean Marion. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Kidd kicks to Jackson. The Celtics working the ball around now. And Weber throws it down.
Boy, the size Weber has a real asset in the post. And he knows how to use it for these dunks.
Pistons trail by 6. And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. They want that intensity to carry over from that victory on Friday.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Here's McKee, and the call will be against Zydrunas Ilgauskas. That is his first foul of the game. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Boy, you got to take your defense up a notch in the playoffs. He takes it up about 3 notches on this block.
Robinson passes to McKee. Lewis a screen on Jackson. Into the lane. Allen outside. 6 to shoot.
Really good job staying connected to the shooter there, not allowing an easy look.
Again, the miss by the Pistons. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Pass to Weber. Detroit with the rebound. It's a 6-point game. Allen kicks to Lewis. Now Robinson. Lewis sets the pick for Robinson. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Jackson. Ray Allen pulls it in. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Bibby against McKee. Pass to Robinson. From downtown. And the rebound goes to Jackson.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now, here is Weber. Shoots over McKee. Busted. No good that time either.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Robinson passes to Smits. McKee for three. That one doesn't go. And Weber's got the ball here for Boston. Ilgauskas a screen on McKee. Here's Kidd, and he uses the glass on the layup. Kidd's got 7 points in the game.
Kidd has no issues mixing it up down low. He's a physical point guard.
McKee against Bibby. 27 seconds left in the first. Robinson left side. Clock at 6. Lets it go with a three. Chris Webber comes up with a rebound. Webber's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's Jackson with the three. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. McKee with it. Lets it go from deep. No good there. And so it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Outside Jackson. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Jackson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Celtics. Pass to McKee. Corey Maggette on the wing. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you look at Maggette, muscular, athletic frame, creates problems for the defense. I mean, he's very good at drawing contact on the way up.
And that one falls for Maggette.
Yeah, Maggette's showing you good aggressiveness, and I like it. I love that aggressiveness. A really gifted scorer and athlete who loves having the ball in his hands. Baker, he's checked in for McKee. The Celtics also with a sub. Marion's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Celtics leading by 6. On the wing, Marion. Back to Bibby. Shoots. That's good, and it's Marion with the assist. Good pass right there from Marion, an example of his versatility at his position. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Robinson kicks to Lewis. Corey Maggette on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by Smith. With the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity. High post, Jackson. Celtics passing it around. Bounce pass, Smith. Lets it go. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pistons trail by 8. Maggette buries the long-range jumper. Maggette's got 5 points so far.
And the versatile Maggette showing off the quick release there.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Marion. Robinson against Bibby. Over Robinson. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Bibby's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, Bibby, very effective from here. I love seeing him operate in that space, feeling out the defense and cashing in when he has room to shoot.
There's Baker. Nothing on the board. Maggette outside. Pass to Lewis. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Marion. Lewis covering. Stolen by Lewis. To the middle.
At close to 7 feet tall, Ben Baker is not an easy guy to defend. Goes right into the defense and was able to draw the foul.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
That one is off.
And just under 7 feet, Ben Baker is a real presence in the paint. He's good at aggressively going for buckets and stopping his opponents from getting to the board.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Allen comes in for Maggette, and it's Abdul Rauf in for Robinson. The Celtics also changing it up. Weber comes in for Smith, and Jason Kidd has subbed in for Bibby. Three-pointer, Kidd, and it's Bradley with the rebound. Pistons trail by 6. Allen passes to Abdul Rauf. Back to Allen. Takes it inside. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And, well, you see the burst, and once Allen gains a step on you, you're toast.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Weber outside. Pass to Kidd. Shoots over Bradley. Here's Leitner to the inside. And the rejection by Bradley. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Hey, bringing that postseason intensity, so critical. You know, these plays can change the trajectory and outcome of a game.
Detroit making a switch here. McKee's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Bibby's checked in. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Marion. To the paint. Weber kicks to Kidd. 6 on the shot clock. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Circle is checked in for the Pistons.
Number 5, Turkoglu.
Pistons trail by 4. Here's Abdul Rauf. He has yet to score. Pass to McKee. Over Marion. McKee, no luck. Celtics leading by 4. Bibby kicks to Marion. Here's Weber. That's good, and it's Marion with the assist. Weber's got 6.
Inside, Weber, confident and fearless. There's so much power behind his attack.
Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter.
Timeout.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Ilgauskas is checked in for Boston. Jackson comes in for Mike Bibby. Here's Baker, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Demonstrating some power right there. Love whenever Baker just throws it down with force.
1:16 left to play here in the second quarter. Abdul Rauf against Kidd. Pass to Weber. To the middle, taken away. Here's Abdul Rauf. Scoreless thus far. And the foul called on Sean Marion. That is his first foul of the game.
13 foul.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Trailing by 4. There's Baker. Guarded by Weber. Nobody near Allen. No good from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
27 seconds left here in the second. Abdul Rauf against Kidd. 4 on the clock. Abdul Rauf, the pass to Allen. And stolen by Ilgauskas. Pass to Marion. Good in the assist to Kidd. Marion's got his first basket of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And so it's Boston with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be right back after this. You are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Here's Abdul Rauf. No scoring in this one. Shoots the 3. Rebound Boston. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Weber outside.
Then Baker. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Jackson up top. Allen defending. Jacks up a 3. And the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Celtics.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Abdul Rauf. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Abdul Rauf's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Kidd. 7 points in the game. Pass to Marion. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And here is Kidd. And another basket for Boston.
Kidd will take whatever you give him out there now. Very opportunistic as a shooter.
Pistons trail by 8. Now a timeout called by Detroit. On defense, Boston. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And it's good off the back rim and in. Abdul-Rauf's got 5 now. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. 6-point lead. Pass to Marion. Good, and Weber gets the assist.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Allen. A 3-ball. Weber pulls it in. Weber's got his 6th rebound on the night. Jackson dishes to Weber. Pass to Kidd. Puts it up. The offensive rebound. It's deflected.
You've got to time those shot contests just right. And he did that time.
There's Baker. Guarded by Weber. Lets it fly. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Abdul-Rauf. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Abdul-Rauf against Kidd. Pass to Marion. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession.
Celtics ball.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Back to Jackson. Six to shoot. Pass to Kidd. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Kidd's got 5 points now in the quarter. Pistons trail by 9. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Baker. Ray Allen is on the wing. Pass to Smits. Clock is at 3. Abdul-Rauf. It's good from long range. Abdul-Rauf's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Detroit. Celtics leading by 6. Weber outside. Kidd with it. Abdul-Rauf covering. Marion kicks to Kidd. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by the Pistons. 1:51 left here in the third quarter. The shot by Abdul-Rauf is no good. Kidd passes to Jackson. Weber outside. Left side, Kidd. Excellent D there from Allen. Pistons trail by 6. Abdul-Rauf kicks to Allen. Pass to Abdul-Rauf. 1:09 left in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Allen. Another three for Detroit.
So smooth and so efficient with the stroke. Ray Allen makes it look effortless.
There's a minute left in the third. Outside Jackson. Marion dishes to Jackson. Back to Marion. Here's Weber. It's blocked. Allen against Marion. Allen left side. 24 seconds left to play here in the third. Abdul-Rauf against Kidd. The shot by Abdul-Rauf is no good. Now Kidd. 12 points for him. To the left side wing. Here's Weber, and it's blocked by Lewis. Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
Substitution on the floor.
Here's Strickland. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Celtics lead by 3. And time for the And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. Pass to Marion. Here's Strickland, guarded by Robinson. And it's Strickland missing.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Here's Baker. Here's Abdul-Rauf. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Abdul-Rauf is a bucket getter. He finds a way to get the ball in the basket. And it starts with his stroke.
Pass to Strickland. Pulls it up. Detroit with the rebound. Bradley's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's McKee. They set the pick to take the lead. Jason Kidd grabs the miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Leitner the pass to Smith. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And the Celtics lead by 3.
And look at Smith powering through there and using his size so well.
And, well, Detroit shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Over to the left wing. Outside Robinson. Over Strickland. Robinson misses. Boston leading by 3. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. And the foul called on Sean Marion. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Boston making a switch here. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Timeout, Pistons.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the Pistons talked to his team during the break. Now, he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
Thank you, David. Robinson, that's good.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back was about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And he gets the bucket.
And in the mid-range, Marion can be a problem. He'll find a shot he likes in that area.
Maybe against Abdul-Rauf. Pass to Robinson. And there's the drive. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
You know, the defense has given them that shot, and they've knocked it down consistently, and that's been a real key factor for them tonight.
Allen's checked in for Detroit. Weber, he's checked in for the Celtics. Jackson comes in for Bibby. Jackson passes to Kidd. Now Ilgauskas. No good on the triple. Outside Robinson. Pass to Abdul-Rauf. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
That unique-looking jumper of Marion's, I mean, it's more effective than it is pretty.
Here's Abdul-Rauf. Outside Robinson from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics. Weber's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Jackson passes to Weber. Here's Marion. No good that time. Excellent D there from Allen. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Connects from three-point range. Abdul Rauf's got 5 points in the quarter.
He is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Down low. And Chris Webber with the bucket on the assist by Kidd. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Like to see Webber showing that mental toughness and stepping up for the big shot.
Timeout, Pistons. Rashard Lewis. He's checked in for Robinson.
Number 7, Rashard Lewis.
Enzo Allen will bring it up now for the Pistons. A 2-point game. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Here's Baker. Pistons passing it around. Lewis passes to Smits. Shot clock at 5. Outside for Lewis. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Jackson for 3. Kidd. Rebound by the Pistons. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Lewis outside. Pass to Allen. Here's Abdul Rauf. A basket good off the assist from Allen. And Abdul Rauf's got 18 points just in the second half. Boston trail. Outside Kidd. Here now is Weber. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Stolen by Jackson. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Marion. Good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Timeout, Pistons. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Timeout, Pistons. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Lewis. It falls!
What a clutch shot right there from Lewis. This is what leaders do best.
The Celtics call time. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
And here is Kidd. Inside. It's stolen. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
And so they foul intentionally.
Personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for two, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
The Celtics call time. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
I think they should have prepared for this scenario. Little time, need a three. Of course, the defense will be defending the line, but nobody said it was going to be easy. You got to try to find a way.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Pass to Marion. Celtics passing it around. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And this is where Weber really eats. Excellent job drawing the foul inside.
Free throw good from Weber. Weber hits them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Jackson against Allen. The tray. Kidd grabs the board. The Celtics with the lead. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Marion. Over Lewis. The shot by Marion, no good. Pistons shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Stolen by Jackson. And here's the fast break. Marion leading the way.
Boy, I like seeing Marion operate in the open court now. He's a sprinter who has amazing quickness and knows how to make it happen in transition.
Overtime still getting started here, just about a minute in.
2 minutes remaining in overtime.
Here's Abdul-Rauf. Lewis kicks to Allen. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Celtics. Kidd's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jackson with it. Pass to Marion. Now here's Kidd. Allen defending. And it's sent back by Allen.
Excellent defense that time from Allen. Staying connected. Surprising length, too.
Abdul-Rauf, the pass to Allen. Bangs home the trifecta.
One cool customer. Ray Allen, great in these situations.
Boston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Here's Baker, covered by Ilgauskas. Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. Jackson dishes to Marion. Pass to Kidd. Here's Weber. It's in!
Big-time delivery from Chris Weber. He knows his team wants him and needs him to knock these shots down.
Timeout, Pistons. Lewis passes to Baker. Here's Smits, covered by Ilgauskas. Here's Abdul-Rauf. Pass to Lewis to tie it up. Weber pulls it in. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Second personal foul. Team second.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. 19 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
The shot by Abdul-Rauf is no good.
Third personal foul. Team 4.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
2 shots.
And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. Allen outside from the arc. Detroit, no good that time either. So we see Boston get the win here. Backs against the wall, Greg, but they showed us tonight they are not done yet.
You can just never count this group out.
Welcome to the Western Conference semifinals and a possible closeout Game 5. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And so off the tip, it's Mexico City. Phillips passes to Carter. Offline with his three. Here's Milwaukee now. Terry dishes to Nowitzki. Mourning against Shaq. Mourning kicks to Nowitzki. Battier for three. And Shaq pulls it down.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Pass to Phillips. Carter outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And the shot's good from Abdul Rahim.
You don't see a three from Abdul Rahim very often, but this time he's able to knock it down.
Terry setting the pick for Arenas. Good on the three-point shot.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Shaq passes to Phillips. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Terry against Phillips, and it's denied. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Carter outside. Outside Phillips. Wallace the pass to Abdul Rahim. Pocket six. Carter outside. Puts up a three. Offensive rebound. And O'Neal gets it to go.
You got to admire and respect how Shaq fights for the rebounds there. I mean, he puts in the work to get those second chance looks.
Terry setting the pick for Battier. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And you can never have too many threes. That's an impact shot.
Outside Phillips. O'Neal looking around. Back to Phillips from past the arc. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal.
And Phillips is a shoot-first point guard, someone ready and willing to let that one fly.
And the Bucks decide to take their first time out here. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Outside Arenas. Over Carter. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Agent Zero, a.k.a. Gilbert Arenas on the pick and roll. That is a problem. You have to stop the ball first because Arenas is looking to score.
Now here's Wallace. Off target with his three. Outside Arenas. Terry outside. Pass to Arenas. But three. Rebound by Wallace.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Phillips passes to O'Neal. Back to Phillips. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
And sometimes the D has no choice but to foul O'Neal. He's that dominant.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Hey, because he's such a commanding force, sometimes sending Shaq to the line is your best option.
The Suns making a switch here. Iverson's checked in, and Milwaukee with a change here, too. On our test, he's checked in for Shane Battier. Now here's Terry. Hasn't made one yet. Over Wallace. And it's sent back by Wallace. Abdul Rahim passes to Iverson. Carter outside. O'Neal with it. Terry covering. Lets it go from 11. That's good from Shaq on the assist by Carter. O'Neal's got 5 points so far.
How about Shaq with the mid-range there, showing a willingness
to step out and expand his game.
And again, the Bucks miss.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Iverson kicks to Carter. Shot from 12. O'Neal, no good. Bucks trail by 3. To the inside. It's taken away by Wallace. Fast break. Here comes Mexico City. Rejected by Nowitzki.
Nice timing on the rejection from Dirk. His teammates like when he hustles on the defensive end like that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Gilbert Arenas. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
Hey, bringing that postseason intensity, so critical. You know, these plays can change the trajectory and outcome of a game.
Carmelo Anthony's checked in for the Suns. Owens comes in for Carter. And Mexico City calls their first time out of the game. .112 left to play in the first quarter. Iverson kicks to Anthony. Owens with it. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
You cannot allow Owens to feel comfortable down low, because once he does, he's going to score the ball.
Bucks trail by 5. Outside Hardaway. It's Nowitzki on the wing. Shot clock at 6. His first attempt of the game finds the target.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And here is Owen. Back to Iverson. Check the screen on Hardaway. It's tipped. And here's the fast break. Arenas leading the way. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
What a play.
Boy, packing a punch with that throwdown. Arenas has some serious bounce.
Pass to Anthony. Here's Wallace. Right side O'Neal. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Substitution on the court.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Suns lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
Owens, no good. The Bucks trail. Right side Arenas. That's tipped. Anthony taking his time here. Pass to Wallace. On the wing, Iverson. Wang pulls it in. Bucks shooting about 42% so far. Outside Anthony. This all setting the pick for Anthony. Hits it from three-point range. Anthony's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Suns.
Running the right play for the right guy. Getting Anthony some room to work with.
And Gasol sends it back. Wallace kicks to Owens. Pass to Iverson. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Back to Anthony. Iverson outside. This one for three. Rebound, Milwaukee. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Arenas passes to Hardaway. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And the basket is good. And the Suns lead by 6.
And we rave about Powell's touch, but how about his toughness, willing to just go to battle inside?
Timeout called, the Bucks. So for the Suns, O'Neal comes in for Pau Gasol. And Chauncey Billups has subbed in for Anthony. Nowitzki's checked in for Milwaukee. Battier comes in for Ron Artest. Now here's Hardaway. Still yet to score. Iverson dishes to Billups. Pass to Wallace. Now Owens. Inside. Here's Shaq. Nails the baby hook. And it's an 8-point Suns lead.
He's as dominant as any big that's ever played the game. Shaq is a problem in all capital letters and exclamation points.
Here's Wang. And here is Battier to stop the run. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And Battier, a consistent threat from deep, has a great stroke from the outside.
Hardaway against Billups, and Shaq with the slam.
And this is why Shaq's teammates lob it up for him. They trust him to finish that alley-oop.
Bucks trail by 7. Outside Arenas. Hardaway sets a screen for Arenas. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
It seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Timeout called here. Mexico City decides to talk it over. Mexico City making some changes. Gasol's checked in for Wallace. And it's Carter in for Owens. The Bucks also changing it up. Chandler's checked in for Wang. Artest comes in for Gilbert Arenas. And Terry's subbed in for Hardaway. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Outside Billups. From 18 feet away, Tyson Chandler pulls it in. And so it's Terry bringing it up for Milwaukee. Trailing by 4. They won in their last outing, Saturday's game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
And the first one at the line is good.
You're not going to find a more rugged player than Artest. He will battle for every loose ball, every rebound, and he'll defend with every ounce of energy he has. Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to O'Neal. Back to Billups. Gasol kicks to Carter. And it's off from three-point range. Bucks have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Battier for 3. Rebound by the Suns. Outside Billups. Pass to Carter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Shane Batty.
Carter able to play right through that defender, draped all over him. Absolutely fearless when he's got the ball in his hands.
Shooting two.
And he makes the first.
Obviously, Vince Carter's ability to defy gravity is eye-catching. But everything else he does on the floor, equally as important. He is a complete player.
Michael Red's checked in for Ron Artest. Carter hits them both. Bucks trail by 4. Nowitzki outside. Back to Terry. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Terry's got his first points of the game.
At a size disadvantage, clearly, but Terry still found a way to make it work.
O'Neal a screen on Terry. To the paint. And O'Neal gets it to go. And that's 11 points for Shaquille O'Neal.
I love the way Billups spreads that ball around.
There's a minute left to play in the first half. Terry the pass to Chandler. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Red misses.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Iverson. Still without a basket. Here's O'Neal. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Shaq's such a beast inside, which is why defenders elect to foul him there.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Both teams will make substitutions. So he comes up empty at the line. Bucks trail by 4. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Battier cannot hit.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Terry against Billups. Pass to O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. And Mourning sends it back. It's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Well, you got to take your defense up a notch in the playoffs. He takes it up about 3 notches on this block.
And that'll do it for the first half of competitive games so far. It's Mexico City. They lead by 4. They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinal. Shaq is really having a good game here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Outside Arenas. Nowitzki outside. Here's Mourning. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Mourning's got the first field goal of the second half for the Bucks. Now Billups. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Over Battier. Milwaukee with the rebound. Terry looking over the floor. Now, here is Battier. And Nowitzki has it in the corner. It's back to Battier. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki.
3 points.
Battier's got the lead up to 1 now for Milwaukee. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Outside Billups. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Another shot. Makes it off the glass. Abdul-Rahim's got 5 points so far.
And how about Abdul-Rahim not letting the defense affect that shot, just staying with the task at hand.
Now here's Terry. Fires for 3. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Billups. Wallace with the ball. Shaq in the high post. O'Neal a screen on Arenas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And O'Neal is right there. 13 points in the game.
Big game for the big guy so far. Shaq really asserting himself on the offensive end.
On deep, Arenas cranes it from beyond the arc. Arenas has got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Timeout called here. Mexico City decides to talk it over. For Mexico City, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Out to the wing. Here's Abdul-Rahim, and it's blocked.
A really smart defender. Battier positions himself really good there for the block.
Fed bucket in no time at all.
He was locked in. He knew he could knock that one down.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Terry against Billups. Pass to Carter. And Shane Battier gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Wallace looking for an opening. On the wing, Wallace. Just 5 on the clock. Over Nowitzki.
Impressive how Nowitzki stays with his man and using all of his mobility and length to bother shooters.
Here's Mourning. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Carter has it in the corner. 3rd quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Shaq down low. Defended by Nowitzki. 2nd shot opportunity. And O'Neal lays it in. Shaq's got 15 points.
And so hard to cover Shaq effectively inside. He just powers through you.
Billups against Terry. Now here's Arenas. Not a lot of room. Misses the 3. For Mexico City, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Now here's Billups. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Over Battier. Abdul-Rahim can't hit. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Nowitzki outside. Terry with a screen on O'Neal. The drive by Nowitzki, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Nowitzki doing a nice job protecting the ball on the drive. Outstanding at putting the defense on its heels.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Wang, he's checked in for Morning. And it's Artest in for Shane Battier.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And the Suns call time here. Milwaukee making a switch. LaFrance is checked in. Carter outside. Back to Iverson. There's the lob to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
And that's what Carter does best. Knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
1:11 left to play in the third. There's a good screen and a wide open look for Arenas. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Suns shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. And then Carter with the dunk.
Excellent pass. You love seeing the unselfishness.
.54 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Terry. Outside Arenas. Back to Terry. Here's Wang. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Oh, man, that was a loud bucket.
Here's Iverson. He has yet to score. And here's Carter. Now here's Wallace. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to Jason Terry.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
12 seconds left in the third. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Arenas, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And both free throws good for Arenas. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a ticket ball game here. Bucks lead by 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Iverson. To the left wing. O'Neal sets the screen for Owen. 6 to shoot. Here's Iverson. Rebounded by Battier.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute to him because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now, here's Battier. Here's Artest. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
This is what Battier is known for, a lockdown defender who knows when to go after steals.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Fast break. Here comes Mexico City. Here's O'Neal. Rebound by Ron Artest. Bucks leading by 3. Right side Hardaway. Back to Artest. teardrop shot. It's blocked by Shaq.
Love seeing O'Neal use his body to come up with those blocks. Osing force and a pretty consistent defender as well.
Hardaway dishes to Artest. Playing the pass to Artest. Hardaway for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Hardaway has got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Back the line for Mexico City. Pau Gasol taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Gasol.
And Gasol is a guy who can do a multitude of things well. I mean, he scores it, rebounds it, passes it, just an all-around talent.
And the Bucks making a change here. Morning's checked in. Now here is Hardaway. Pass to Morning. Over Gasol. Morning's shot is good. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Understands when he should take the mid-range, Jay. Alonzo Mourning, very impressive stroke for a big guy.
Phillips kicks to Iverson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Artest.
You know, you got to bring some extra fire and some physicality to your game inside that paint. That's how he gets the shot off despite the foul.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Arenas comes in for Artest. And Terry's subbed in for Tim Hardaway.
You can really tell Iverson approaches the game with a single-minded focus. Can be intimidating trying to defend the guy with his level of skill and determination.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And Mexico City has possession. After the basket by Milwaukee. And finished off by O'Neal.
Well, the numbers say it all. He's been feeling it tonight.
And so it's Terry bringing it up for the Bucks. They lead by 4. Eddie outside. From outside, off the mark. For Mexico City, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
The Suns call time. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, during that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. They were asking the team to play faster, push the ball. Coach told their players, hey, look, in this league, fast break points are the easiest. We need more of them. Can't argue with that. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now here's Wallace. Sinks the triple. Wallace has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shots.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Down low. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Vince Carter picks one up.
And Arenas loving the spotlight as well as being that guy to take and make big shots.
And that one falls for Arenas. Mexico City trails by 6.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Phillips. O'Neal. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Big bucket from a big man. Shaq is special. Exactly what this team needed. Completing the and one.
Bucks leading by 3. A minute 50 left to play here in the 4th. Shot by Terry, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
To the middle. Here's O'Neal. It doesn't go for him. Mourning with some nice D. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Nowitzki kicks to Terry. Pass to Battier. Launches it. Milwaukee. No good that time either. For Mexico City, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Shaq down low. Battier on him. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. That one drops. He ties it up.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Nowitzki outside. Back to Terry. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. Mourning.
Timed it just right and sent it back.
Wallace outside to take the lead. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
The Bucks call time. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
The Bucks call time. Here's Terry. Nowitzki left side. Back to Terry. Mourning against Wallace. Inside. Here's Nowitzki. It drops. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Nowitzki, what an offensive force he can be.
The Suns call time. Outside, Phillips. Pass to Shaq. Oh, no good. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Phillips with the ball. Carter outside. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Terry bringing it up for the Bucks. Here's Nowitzki. And the shot is good. Nowitzki's got the first basket here in overtime for the Bucks.
And Nowitzki is an accomplished scorer inside. Uses his height extremely well. Can't allow him to get that kind of positioning.
Terry against Phillips. Out left to the wing. Carter outside. 5 on the clock. On the top of the key. Rebound, Milwaukee. Mourning's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Battier dishes to Nowitzki. Battier the pass to Terry. Nowitzki up top. Shoots over Shaq. Shaq with some nice D.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Now Shaq. He's defended by Nowitzki. Here's O'Neal. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. And there's Terry. Nowitzki kicks to Terry. In the corner, it's Arenas. To the paint, here's Mourning, and the dunk by Mourning.
Important points for Mourning. Zoe is a winner, and he wants the ball in that situation.
In overtime here, a minute and a half off the clock. Terry against Billups. And Mourning sends it back. Terry outside. Outside Arenas. Nowitzki sets a screen for Arenas. Over Carter. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And it's a 6-point Bucks lead.
And so far, Arenas is feeling it. Fiery offensive games like this are why they call this man the hibachi.
Now here's Billups with the fadeaway. Another miss by O'Neal.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Here's Mourning. Battier left side. The Bucks working the ball around. Arenas against Carter. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Shot clock at 6. Here's Arenas. And Abdul-Rahim pulls it down. Timeout called here. Mexico City decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Mexico City with the ball. Wallace dishes to Billups. Down low. And Carter has it in the corner. Off the mark, and the drought continues. And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good. It's an 8-point game. And the Suns call time. 8 seconds left to play in the first overtime. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Drills it from outside. And he commits the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
And so the Bucks take the win. People were writing their obituary before this game, but this win casts the series in a whole new light now, Greg.
And listen, they've still got to win 2 more. But after seeing how they performed tonight, is there any doubt, Kevin, they're capable?
This is a do-or-die situation. Big Game 5. Always decisive. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. So off the tip, it's New York. Outside, Sabonis. Outside, Williams. Pass to Bryant. Pocket 6. Over Hill. And it's Bryant missing. And taken away by Wallace. Williams looking over the floor. Pass to Sabonis. 5 to shoot. Here's Bryant. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
The composure he plays with, that poise, is so palpable. Even solid D can't throw Kobe off.
Bryant against Hill. The kick out to Odom. Now Hill. To the inside. Here's Mirasan. Sabonis grabs the board. Pippen the pass to Sabonis. Here's the 3. The shot will not fall. Outside, Odom. To Marbury. Back to Odom. Outside Hill. That falls. Nice feed that time from Odom.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball because that really will help his confidence.
Outside, Sabonis. Bryant gets a wide open look. That 3 off the mark.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Williams, and the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Saturday was a great victory for them.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
On defense, Chicago. Got a piece of it.
And that's the big reason why Mirasan's out there, to change as many shots as he can. And with that frame and those long arms, he's not an easy man to contend with.
And Martin now top of the key. Martin with the screen for Hill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the 3. The Knicks pull it in.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Pass to Bryant. It's stolen by Hill. High, arcing shot, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant. Bulls shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
You know, Grant Hill is a total class act and a special player, too. A hard worker, shows up for his team every game, and really tries to make everybody on the floor better.
Finley's checked in for Chicago. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for the Knicks. Now here's Johnson. Outside, Bryant. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. Sabonis' shot is off.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Finley the pass to Marbury. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Pippen. The score now all even.
Boy, Joe Johnson solid from behind the arc. Love when he's shooting it from there.
And here is Hill. He's got 5.
2 minutes.
To Marbury. Here's the screen. Over Heinrich. Marbury. Good.
And popping up for the mid-range. Marbury reminding the defense just how good he is.
Down low. Shot's good by Kobe. Kobe's got his second basket of the night.
High percentage if you can find a window. Great job.
1:24 left in the first quarter. Marbury passes to Hill. Here's Murison, defended by Sabonis. And he hits it and gets hacked down the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Richardson, he's checked in for Grant Hill. Yao, he's checked in for New York. Pippen comes in for Kobe. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And the Bulls making a change here. Reeves is checked in.
Number 50, Bryant Reeves.
On defense, the Bulls. It's a three-point game. Heinrich from outside. That shot misses.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Marbury very good at putting pressure on defenses and forcing them to foul.
Andre Kirilenko's checked in for New York.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pippen kicks to Johnson. Heinrich outside. Pippen a screen. Kirk Heinrich good for 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Finley. Still scoreless. From outside the arc. Rebound by Yao. New York's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Heinrich outside. Pass to Yao. 6 on the shot clock. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Here's Marbury. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It's all tied in Chicago. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
Great atmosphere in this building tonight. The fans were primed for this game.
Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And what can give Jason Richardson the edge out there is his explosiveness. But sometimes it's like he just has bottomless energy, and that just lets him outplay you.
Pippen. A A miss that time would have put him up. And Reeves has got the ball here for Chicago. Outside Hardaway. To the paint. And it's Martin that time on the assist from Penny Hardaway. Martin's got his first bucket of the night.
Look, you've got to foul him hard if you're going to keep Martin from scoring. He's too strong if you don't.
Pass to Johnson. Lets the three fly. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Richardson up top. Defended by Pippen. Here's Martin. Back to Richardson. Shoots over Pippen. Richardson, good. Richardson's got the lead up to 5 now for Chicago.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Lamar Odom is checked in for Jason Richardson. And New York with a change here too. Williams is checked in. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pippen kicks to Johnson. Pippen a screen on Odom. From deep, Johnson doesn't go for him.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
In the corner, Hardaway with it. Back to Reeves. Puts it up from 12. Johnson with the rebound. Knicks trail by 5. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Here's Hardaway. Pass to Martin. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Martin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good to see Martin taking the aggressive path inside. He knows how effective he can be when he does that.
For New York, they've gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Outside Kirilenko. Now here's Williams. 5 on the clock. And the Knicks miss again.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Kirilenko with the double team. Martin finds Odom. Shoots over Johnson. Here's Martin. That's in. He's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
If you don't get a body on Martin, and when you don't get a body on him, he's wreaking havoc on that offensive glass.
Williams passes to Kirilenko. Now Johnson. Yao with a screen on Odom. Johnson for 3. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Boy, Yao used all of his body there setting that screen.
And the Bulls decide to take their first time out here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Several teams changing it up here. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Marbury. Yao with the block.
At 7'6", Yao is a huge shot blocking threat. Got to be careful shooting when he's roaming nearby.
Richardson, he's checked in for Chicago. Just 5 to shoot. Reeves with the screen on Williams. Here's Marbury. And the 3 off target. Knicks trail by 6. Outside, Sabonis. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Sabonis. Williams has got his first points of the night.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Reeves with the screen for Hill. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. They set the pick. Fades back. Rebound by Yao Ming.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. It was maybe a step out of his range.
1:19 left in the first half of the game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Answering the challenge of the defense and managing to get that shot off in time.
Bulls have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. Chicago making a switch here. Martin's checked in. Then for the Knicks, Wallace comes in for Sabonis. And Pippen subbed in for Andre Kirilenko.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Outside Bryant. Here's Yao. Reeves with the rebound. Reeves has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Odom. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Bryant with it. Outside Williams. And here is Yao. And it's blocked. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Marbury, good. Marbury's got 6.
Marbury using that great speed of his to get out ahead of the defense and get the fast break hoop.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Outside Williams. Pass to Pippen. Outside Bryant. Here's Young. Takes it from 10. Good work there as it goes. Yao's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Well, Kobe typically looks to score first, but that doesn't take away from how good a passer he is.
Outside Hill. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. You gotta like what Grant Hill has done in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Martin with a screen on Williams. Pass to Martin. It's taken away by Wallace. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the slam dunk by Wallace.
Athleticism on display to throw that one down. Love seeing Wallace get aggressive like that.
Chicago leading by 7. Here's Marbury. Now Hill. Bryant defending.
Grant Hill showing you he can get physical when he has to. Absorbing that contact, actually seeking it out to draw the foul.
The Bulls have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. You can see those numbers read pretty well. Free throw drops for Hill.
Coaches love to see guys get to the line, drawing fouls. It shows he's playing the game with some aggression and passion, too.
The Knicks making a switch here. Yow's checked back in.
And really about as good a free throw shooting team as you're going to see. We're getting plenty of proof of that tonight.
Kobe, no luck.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
You know, Hill can turn it on so quickly. Once he buries a couple of quick shots, then that basket starts to expand. Williams passes to Yao.
Chicago with the rebound. Muresan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hill deciding where to go with it. Pass to Marbury over Williams. It's Chicago with another bucket.
There's not much that Hill does not do well. He does a bunch of good things, including spotting the open man and getting the ball to him right away.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 3rd. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And so it's New York with it, trailing by 13. Now inside. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Yao's got 6.
And you already have such a smooth jumper, and it should only get better as his career progresses.
Muresan passes to Hill. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Muresan misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now here is Yao. 6 points for him. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. On the wing, Williams. 6 to shoot. Picked by Yao. Tries it from 9. A shot by Williams, no good. Bulls leading by 11. Odom with it. Nothing on the board. Here's Marbury. They set the pick for 3. Hill from beyond the arc and then some. And the Bulls lead by 14.
Superb ball control. Very patient, waiting for things to develop in pick and rolls. That's good work.
Pass to Kobe. In the corner, Wallace with it. New York needs to get off a shot. Bryant's shot is off. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Marbury passes to Hill. They get it back. Right side, Odom. Chalk up 2 there.
We know Lamar Odom has the jumper in his book bag, but I want to see him at 6'10" doing that work inside.
Williams up on top. Michael Finley, he's checked in for Odom. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for New York.
Substitution on the court.
Wallace, the pass to Johnson. Back to Wallace. Just 5 on the clock. Pippen outside. And the 3 ball is good. Pippen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Cool, calm, and collected. Pippen staying in the moment and beating the shot clock.
Now here is Hill. He's got 15. Outside for Martin. Hill inside. Pippen on him. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 1:11 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Joe Johnson on the wing. He's guarded by Finley. Now, here's Johnson. Defense is right there. Hits the front of the rim and out. Bulls leading by 13 to the middle. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And with the height to see over people and the peripheral vision to do it quickly, Penny with the perfect setup.
Pippen outside. Yao with a screen on Hill. Hill against Pippen, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Chicago making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Heinrich's checked in. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Reeves, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Oh, great work inside. He doesn't mind taking punishment on the way up.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And Reeves drops them both. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Williams kicks to Pippen. Pass to Johnson. And here is Yao. He's defended by Reeves. The Knicks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And he knocks down the first one.
For the Knicks, name 2 shots.
And so he hits both. And so it's Chicago. Finally a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Now Sabonis. Pass to Kirilenko. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Odom. Yes, that goes in.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Kirilenko. Offline with his three. Here's Marbury. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Reeves. In the corner, it's Richardson. Shot clock at 5. Reeves in the corner. It's rebounded by New York.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing. But they don't want to chance that again.
Johnson for 3. Sabonis. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And that huge frame of Sabonis is a problem for the defense. Excels at getting perfect position on that offensive glass.
Here's Finley. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Bulls lead by 17.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. So both teams changing it up here. And here's Richardson. Pass to Crozier. He lobs it up.
Pretty impressive bounce that's coming from Crozier, using his size to his advantage on the alley-oop.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now.
they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Sabonis sets the pick for Johnson. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's Marbury. The shot, no good. Good D by Williams. Johnson finds Sabonis. Now Williams. Pass to Wallace. Outside Kirilenko. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Sabonis. Banked in off the glass.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. The Bulls call timeout. Martin's checked in for Chicago. Hill comes in for Jason Richardson. Scottie Pippen's checked in for New York. Bryant comes in for Joe Johnson. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Bulls coach was going over with his team, and he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thanks, David.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to Sabonis. Back to Williams. No good on the triple. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Marbury passes to Hill. Over Kobe. And the basket by Hill. Hill's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Wow. Filling it up in a hurry.
And so here is New York. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Sabonis, the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Now here is Hill. It's deflected. Here's Odom. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Bulls lead by 17.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Back to Williams. Clock at 6. Sabonis' screen on Odom. Williams from outside. It's hauled in by Grant Hill.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here is Martin. The kick out to Hill. They get the rebound. Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
And, guys, that's just about going to do it here for Game 5. Always pivotal. And now we look ahead to a critical Game 6, but a huge win tonight for the Bulls.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And we will have a Game 6. They have forced a Game 6. Their sheer will and determination paid off.
Yeah, I mean, it was a must-win, and they played like it. I mean, they came out with guts, with heart, and they now have their sights set on doing it again in Game 6.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Hill.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
And so here is New York. It's an 18-point game. Heinrich outside. With the teardrop, it's tipped. Outside Hardaway. so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. People were writing their obituary before this game, but this win casts the series in a whole new light now, Greg.
And listen,
Ginobili with the ball. Duncan with a screen on Hamilton. Ginobili the pass to Duncan. He gives them a double-digit lead. And the Sonics lead by 11.
Nice court awareness and feel on the floor there from Duncan. Set the screen and then found space to execute the roll.
Nash kicks to Divac. Outside Pierce. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Pierce not afraid to seek out that contact inside.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Supersonics?
They've been in the zone for mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they've found in that space.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
Catching up on the changes for Seattle. Jermaine O'Neal checked in for Kemp. Van Horn comes in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Jefferson in for Gary Payton. And here is Los Angeles now. Seattle able to drain the 3. Here's Pierce. From down in the low post, it goes. Pierce has got 4 points this quarter.
Buttery soft. What a touch on that shot by Pierce.
Sonics leading by 10. Outside Jefferson. Pass to Miller. Here's Van Horn. Inside. Jefferson drawing the double team. Shot clock at 6. Here's Van Horn. Covered by LeBron. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Pierce. Fires from way outside. Rebound by the Sonics. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hamilton against Jefferson. Pass to O'Neal.
And defenses know what O'Neal can do with the rock all over that time.
That's good from O'Neal for the Sonics. Ginobili comes in for Van Horn. And it's Payton in for Jefferson. And then for the Clippers, Vlade Divac checked in for Pierce. And Stojakovic is subbed in for Hamilton. Clippers trail by 12. James looking it over. It's rebounded by O'Neal.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Ginobili. Pass to O'Neal. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Sonics lead by 14.
And this is where O'Neal goes to work. The closer he's to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
And Los Angeles calling timeout. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. The head coach of the Clippers had some harsh words for his team during the break. Now, he asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now, here is Stojakovic. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Payton against Stojakovic. He wants the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Pass to James. Now Camby. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Shot's good by Stojakovic.
He'll take that shot every chance he gets, so you've got to jump on Stojakovic there.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Seattle Supersonics. They lead by 11. Ginobili outside. Launches a three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Divac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Stojakovic. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Sonics leading by 11. Now Ginobili. For 3. And the rebound goes to Marcus Camby. Camby's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. LeBron outside. To the inside. It's tipped. Stolen by O'Neal.
And guys, that's just about going to do it here for Game 5. Always pivotal. And now we look ahead to a critical Game 6. But a huge win tonight for Seattle.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And with this Game 5 victory, they will go up 3 games to 2. And what do you think, guys, about their chances to win this series now?
I think they have the advantage. I mean, clearly one more game at home and one game on the road. They've got 2 chances now to get it done.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Shawn Kemp.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Here's Payton. Clippers able to drain the 3. And here's Miller outside. Good on the triple. And the Sonics lead by 11.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
So we see the Sonics taking the W here. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3 games to 2 lead.
Now they can breathe just a little bit easier, knowing they're just 1 win away from closing this thing out. Had they lost this game, the pressure on them would have been huge.
Oh, just gigantic, you're right. It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western This is a do-or-die situation. Big Game 5. Always decisive. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Detroit Pistons. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. So off the tip, it's Boston. Outside Kidd, pass to Marion. Now here's Kidd. Abdul Rauf covering. Kidd is double. Marion outside. 6 on the shot clock. Kidd passes to Jackson. Those 3-pointers off the mark. The Pistons on offense. They come into this one after losing on Sunday.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
I tell you, it's too bad one of them had to lose because I thought both teams were evenly matched in that game.
Now Kidd, following Ray Allen's 3-point attempt. Kidd passes to Weber. Over Lewis. The rebound by Baker.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
There's Baker. Here's Allen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No hesitation, no fear in Allen. I mean, he'll go right at those big fellas.
The Pistons shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. First free throw is good. Ray Allen hits them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Kidd passes to Weber. To the middle. And the dunk by Marion.
And Marion finishes with strength there, demonstrating how athletic he is with that dunking ability.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's Abdul Rauf. Takes the 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Marion kicks to Jackson. Pass to Ilgauskas. It's blocked.
Oh, the size of Smith so intimidating. He uses those big hands to turn away shots.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
It's a different kind of defense teams play in the postseason. Much more intense, more in your face. High energy plays like that one are winning plays.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Shot clock at 3. Kidd is double. Jackson has the open look. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
And you just appreciate how unselfish Kidd is. Outstanding at sharing the ball and playing for his teammates.
Detroit is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. There's a screen. Abdul Rauf the pass to Allen. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Throws it up high, and Weber throws it down.
Weber, such a good lob target, and his teammates have a lot of confidence in him going and getting it up top.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Bibby checked in for the Celtics. Robinson's checked in for the Pistons. Here's Abdul-Rauf. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
That was a nice pass from Lewis, demonstrating that he's more than just a scorer.
Outside Kidd. That's to Bibby. Now, here is Weber. Over Lewis. And Chris Weber with the bucket on the assist by Bibby. Weber's got his second bucket.
And that mid-range J of Weber, fantastic at scoring from that area of the floor.
Lewis a screen on Bibby. Abdul-Rauf the pass to Allen. Over Kidd. Allen, that's good.
Can't get mad at the defense there. No fault of theirs. Allen just incredible at making hard shots.
Outside Kidd. Pass to Bibby. And here's Weber. Lewis covering. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Sean Lewis picks one up.
And not one to back down from a challenge. Weber takes it right to the defense there and gets the finish.
Free throw good from Weber.
And, you know, Weber's versatility really stands out. I mean, he's a big man that can pass, rebound, and score in a lot of ways.
Boston making a switch here. Smith is checked in, and the Pistons making a change here as well. McKee's checked in for Lewis. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Detroit's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. So it's the Pistons now, trailing by 2. 1:53 left here in the first quarter. Here's McKee.
Oh, good instincts there, staying all over the shooter.
No good. That would have tied it. Weber gets the bucket. Weber's got 7 points.
Highly efficient close to the rim is Chris Weber. I mean, he's got a really nice, solid, creative post game.
Pistons trail by 4. Here's Abdul-Rauf. Pass to Robinson. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And some changes here for the Celtics. Leitner comes in for Ilgauskas. And it's Jackson in for Weber. Bradley's checked in for Detroit. Lewis comes in for Allen. 1:20 left to play in the first quarter. Bibby with it. The 3. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in.
And how about the shooting stroke of Bibby? His three-point shot is as money as it gets.
Now here's McKee. No scoring in this one. Outside Robinson. Just 4 to shoot. That one goes. Count it.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Outside Kidd. Just his first attempt. Rebound, Detroit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Boy, good initiation that time from Derek McKee. Excellent job of drawing the foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he makes both free throws.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Smith, the pass to Strickland. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Bibby. Jackson in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Lewis on the wing. Fires the three. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. It's a tie ball game. Tie game in Boston. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off from assists, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Now here is Smith. Still yet to score. Pass to Leitner. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, and almost 7 feet tall. Leitner, one of the better shooters for a big man.
The Pistons trailer. And McKee kicks to Lewis. Bradley is screen on Smith. Cuts off the pass. Here's Strickland. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in.
Yeah, and Bibby does a great job within their offense, especially when it comes to spotting the open man.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. McKee dishes to McKee. There's the pick. Top of the key. Rebound by Smith.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
It's stolen by Bradley. And here is McKee. Lewis outside. Outside Robinson for three. Detroit, no good that time either. Celtics leading by 4. Here's Bibby. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And, you know, one of the things you like about Bibby, he's energetic at the point guard spot and can light you up with his jump shot. This guy is really solid.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Both teams will make substitutions. And both free throws good for Bibby. Pistons trail by 6. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Celtics making a switch here. Smith is checked in.
34, Joe Smith.
Baker passes to Robinson. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Just 3 to shoot. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Robinson misses.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
And he comes up with the deuce. Jackson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Celtics.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now, here is Robinson. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Trying to end the drought. They get it back. And they get it back. Got a hand on it. Kidd with it. Scoreless thus far. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Robinson against Marion. Robinson passes to Baker. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Kidd. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And the Celtics lead by 10. Timeout called the Pistons.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for Boston's own Celtics Entertainment.
Different look here for Detroit. Turkoglu's checked in for Brandt. McKee comes in for Lewis. And it's Allen in for Robinson. Pistons trail by 10. Abdul Rauf, the pass to McKee. He's looking for Turkoglu and finds him. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball. Boy, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Pass to Allen. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Sean Merritt.
That's savviness right there by Allen, taking the contact and getting the shot off.
Good on both. So it's the Celtics now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Bibby passes to Strickland. This ball movement by Boston. Weber. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. Weber's got 9.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now here's Turkoglu. He has yet to score. Allen outside. Lets the 3 fly. And Boston with the rebound. Outside Kidd. Clock at 6. From 12 feet out. Rebounded by McKee. Pistons trail by 10. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Here's Turkoglu. Here's Baker. And he banks in the layup. Baker's got his first 2 points of the night.
I mean, you can grab him, but Baker still finds a way to score even through the contact.
Celtics have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Bibby passes to Weber. Over Baker. And Weber with the basket on the assist by Bibby. Bibby's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Bibby's so alert out there. Really does a good job finding his open teammates.
There's 42 seconds left in the second quarter. He takes it in. Kicks it out to Turkoglu. Hands it from downtown. Turkoglu's got himself on the board with 3 there.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Marion outside. Allen against Kidd. Pass to Strickland. And that one drops. Strickland's got his second basket of the game.
Little room to work with pressure, but he got the shot to fall anyway. Wow.
Now Turkoglu. Here's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Turkoglu's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Pistons. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. They'll get you back to the action after this break. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. You look at Chris Webber in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
You are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Abdul Rauf against Kidd. Here's Abdul Rauf. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Abdul Rauf's got the first points of the second half here for the Pistons. Now here's Kidd. To Webber. Back to Kidd. Jackson passes to Webber. Marion outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Kidd. They get it again. Webber can't hit.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. There's a screen. Abdul Rauf. That 3 off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Kidd dishes to Webber. Over Baker. Boston again missing.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Allen kicks to Lewis. Back to Allen. Lets it go with a 3.
Great defensive play. Marion is one of those guys you never want guarded.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Celtics leading by 4. Kidd passes to Marion. To the paint. Here's Webber. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And this is what makes Webber special. His ability to take over on offense.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Headed to the floor right now is
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Allen outside. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. 8 points for Allen.
Just a nanosecond from touching the ball. Ray Allen ready to fire.
For Boston, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. And Webber throws it down.
You can see it in his eyes. He is in the zone tonight, scoring with ease.
And the Pistons with possession here. 6-point game. Allen surveying the D. Misses the 3. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Jackson kicks to Kidd. Webber outside. Over Baker. Webber can't hit. Pistons trail by 6. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Here's the three. Nailed from three-point land. Abdul-Rauf's got his third bucket of the night.
It's hard not to love watching Abdul-Rauf stroke it from outside. What a nice release. And he's a really good scorer.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Bibby checked in for Boston. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Robinson's checked in.
Yeah, Marion, a tough player to guard. That quick athletic combo forward with an unorthodox shot.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. The shot by Abdul-Rauf is no good. Celtics leading by 6. Kidd dishes to Bibby. Pass to Weber. Back to Bibby. Lewis outside. Down low. Robinson passes to Abdul-Rauf. Outside for Lewis.
Abdul-Rauf is a prime-time scorer. Now, this guy goes right at the defense and is really good at drawing the foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Steven Jackson's checked in for Marion.
You know, for what Abdul-Rauf lacks in size, he more than makes up for it with speed, ball handling, and the ability to score at all 3 levels.
Now, here is Weber. He's got 15. That one falls.
And in a groove and showing no signs of slowing down. His offense has been pretty impressive here tonight.
1:43 left in the third. Here's Abdul-Rauf. Lewis a screen on Bibby. Lewis outside. Pass to Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From past the arc. Lewis misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Kidd to the middle. Here's Weber. And it's Smith with the rebound.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Allen passes to Abdul-Rauf. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Lewis outside. Hit against Allen. Takes the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Allen's got 5 points now this quarter.
So smooth and so efficient with the stroke. Ray Allen makes it look effortless.
Driving the lane. Stolen by Lewis. Pass to Abdul-Rauf.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
26 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Strickland. Five on the clock. And the rejection by Bradley. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Celtics lead by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Marion against McKee. Marion passes to Strickland. Rebound by the Pistons. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Now Robinson. Over Strickland. Robinson misses.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing from him.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Three-pointer. And it's Leitner with the rebound. Boston leading by 5. Marion, right side.
Pistons foul. Vin Baker. First personal foul. First team foul.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. They set the pick. And here's Kidd from the arc. Knocks down the three ball. And now it's an 8-point Celtic lead.
The concentration from Kidd at the arc, a big part of how he stays consistent from there.
To the inside. Stolen. Marion left side. Right side Kidd. Kidd is covered from 18 feet away. The rebound by Baker. Baker's got his 7th rebound here tonight. 2nd minute off the clock now in the fourth. To the left wing. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Celtics leading by 8. To the paint. Here's Marion, and it's blocked.
Snuffed it out. What a timely block that was.
Pass to Baker. Here's Abdul Rauf. Launches a three. Rebound Boston. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Leitner. Guarded by McKee. The wide open look here for Marion. Sinks the three-pointer. Marion's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
That unique looking jumper of Marion's, I mean, it's more effective than it is pretty.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to McKee to end the run. A rebound by the Celtics.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Strickland. Marion outside. And here's Kidd from the arc. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Robinson on the wing. Kidd against Abdul Rauf. Robinson for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
The Celtics call time. Detroit making a switch. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the head coach for Boston had some instruction for the guys during the timeout. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now here's Kidd. Back to Marion. From deep. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. Kidd's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Kidd against Abdul Rauf. Pass to Smith. Allen outside. Takes a 3. A rebound by the Celtics. Weber's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's the lob to the hoop. Here's Abdul Rauf. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Jackson passes to Marion. The Celtics working the ball around now. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Clock at 4. Pass to Weber. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Weber's got 19 points.
Ready and willing. With the shot clock dwindling, he had the answer.
Timeout, Pistons. .125 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Jackson. Pass to Marion. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. Ilgauskas a screen on Abdul Rauf. Kid, no good. Detroit's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
And guys, that's just about going to do it here for Game 5. Always pivotal. And now we look ahead to a critical Game 6. But a huge win tonight for Boston.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And we will have a Game 6. They have forced a Game 6. Their sheer will and determination paid off.
Yeah, I mean, it was a must-win, and they played like it. I mean, they came out with guts, with heart, and they now have their sights set on doing it again in Game 6.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the bucket by the Pistons. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Weber. Here's Marion. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Allen, that's good. So we see Boston get the win here. People were writing their obituary before this game, but this win casts the series in a whole new light now.
And listen, they still got to win 2 more